So, I wanted to give a little bit of an update. I actually was able to put some makeup on this morning. It took me a long time and I laid in bed, but I pretty much cried after I put it on, so I don't know. I guess it still looks alright considering the fact that I've done a lot of crying since I put it on, but I need to update everybody on what's going on here with me. I found out today that my estimated discharge date is June 30th, and I don't know how I feel about that. I'm having a really hard time battling depression, and being here, I'm about to get real with you guys, so be prepared. But yeah, I'm having a really hard time because I'm 28 years old, just turned 28, literally on June 1st. Today's June 18th, and it's the 19th. They have the wrong date in here. And I'm stuck on a unit with a bunch of old people, and there's nothing against them. I love elderly people, and I love listening to them talk, but it's not like we get to talk. I see them in the gym, the therapy gym, and I'm literally surrounded by people who are triple my age, most in their 90s actually, and then there's me, and it's a really tough pill to swallow, no pun intended, since I'm having to take pills all the time, but it's been a really rocky road, and I have a hard time being left. Every time somebody comes to see me and I know that I'm gonna be left alone, I cry when they leave because I'm really lonely. But I did get switched to my own room today, so I'm really happy about that, but that didn't even really become like a possibility until my mom actually complained because I was being treated poorly, or almost like discriminated against by a specific nurse who is older, and made it obvious that I was different from everybody else, and she treated me differently, and she treated me poorly. My mom ended up calling today, and like literally right after all my therapies, I ended up getting my own room on a different part of the wing, so I don't have to deal with that anymore. So as far as my therapies go and my pain, it comes in waves, and every day is different. So last night I fell asleep at 9 p.m. I'm allowed to get my pain meds every 6 hours, and I slept from 9 p.m. to 5, and that was like the second day that I've been here, since all this began, since June 11th on my surgery, that I've actually gotten sleep, and yeah, I don't know, it was, my brain is not working. I totally lost my train of thought, and just so you know, I actually have to go through speech therapy because my brain's not really working. My memory has been quite bad, so I do have 30 minutes of speech therapy a day, which of course I was not expecting. Here they work you to the bone, literally. We get up at 6:30, and our first therapy appointments are usually around 9, and last till lunch, which is around noon, and then we have more therapy after lunch, pretty much until like 3, and then after that we have like the rest of the day to relax, thank God, because it's so much therapy. It's occupational therapy like twice a day, physical therapy twice a day, speech therapy, you have to meet with psychology, dietitians. It's just, there's a lot going on. And I've been battling, just severe depression. When I signed up for the surgery, I didn't think that I was going to have to go through all of this. So I almost feel like I'm grieving what I thought was going to be, what I thought was going to happen, and it's hard because I thought I was gonna go home in less than 3 days, and I stayed in the hospital for 5, and now I'm gonna be here for till June 30th, which I know is only in 11 days, but that's even just an estimated date. Could go before, it could go after that if I'm not making enough progress. And I could go home before that if I make enough progress, but this has been the longest hospital stay that I've ever had. Hardest surgery that I've ever had. And I know it's because I've had a lot of surgeries leading up to it. And I know that I need to be patient with myself, but it's really hard. And I don't really know how else to describe it. It would be different if I had maybe like a couple of people in here to relate to. And there is one guy, and he's 40, and probably in his 40s, I think, or late 30s. I'm really not sure. Who is also on this unit and is the second youngest person. So there's still an age gap between us, but it is nice that there's another younger person here, and there are other floors here where there are younger people, but I don't get to see them because we're on different floors and we're on different therapies, and so it's kind of what's going on with me. I don't know if you could tell by looking at my face, but I have lost weight. I've been battling a lot of nausea and appetite problems. A lot of it has to do with pain. A lot of it has to do with my nausea and the pain meds that they have me on, and a lot of it has to do with anxiety. I have struggled with an eating disorder in the past, as many of you know, but I actually do want to eat, and I want to gain strength because I want to go home, and I'm having the hardest time eating and battling nausea. I have had to talk to the dietitian multiple times because everybody is so concerned that I'm maybe getting 500 calories at most per day, if I'm lucky, and and I just haven't really had an appetite for anything. Although today my mom is coming to see me, and somebody in therapy mentioned Portillo's, and she's bringing me a Portillo salad, and I really hope that I'm going to be able to eat it because I need to eat. And I can tell that my body is disintegrating. My muscle is, I can tell that I'm losing muscle, and actually for every one day that you lay in a hospital bed, it takes 3 days to get the strength back for every one day that you've been in the hospital. So that just gives you an idea of how much muscle I might have lost already. I'm having a hard time even lifting like a 1-pound weight in occupational therapy, even with my right arm, which is my strong arm, because of my left leg. But that's pretty much what's going on with me. I have lovely bruises like everywhere. This one's still the worst. This is from a heparin shot, in case anyone was wondering. They think that it is now like a hematoma or something. I don't even freaking know. It feels good to have some makeup on my face. I feel a little bit more like myself, and that makes me a little bit more happy, although I had to lay in bed and put my makeup on, and it was really difficult. Reaching for things and even having my hands up or my arms up for a while is challenging, so actually holding this phone is challenging. So, but this video is already 10 minutes long. I am really lucky that I have a lot of great friends that have checked in on me and came to see me, particularly my friend Michelle. She's been the best, and I appreciate all of the love, and I feel it. But there are people in my life that I wish that would be here, and they're not. So, and Max has been wonderful. My mom, of course, has been wonderful, but being in a rehab facility, you know, and people have jobs, they can't come visit you every day, and it gets really lonely. But I am in my new room, and here I'll show you a little bit. I'll kind of turn it around, but this is my living room. You get a lovely view. And actually that view is why, this lovely view is why I actually chose this place in the first place. And besides like one nurse treating me poorly, pretty much everybody has been amazing. The therapists, pretty much all of the nurses except for this one, who apparently in staffing did not know that I have been a chronic pain patient since I was 7, so I think like after staffing, hopefully she can think about the way that she treated me and use it in her future if she ever does come across a younger individual who might look different, and it might be a different age, but that doesn't mean that my problems are less than the other people's problems here, and a lot of them are a lot worse off than me, to be honest with you. I mean, but at the same time, when I go into the gym, I see a lot of people who are 3 times older than me and are walking really well, and I'm having a hard time with that. But I am making progress. I walked 155 steps yesterday, well, feet yesterday. I'm not sure that's gonna happen today. I've only walked once. But my therapies aren't done for the day. But I do need to end this video. Just wanted to get a bit of an update. It's been hard for me to get video of like my therapies because unfortunately there are a lot of people here. The therapists don't like being on camera, and obviously privacy issues for the other patients. So I'm going to do my best to share with you what kind of therapies and stuff I am doing. It's just going to be a little bit hard to get video of the actual thing, but thank you for listening. If you would like to, you should go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to try and document my whole process, so you can keep up with it there. Otherwise, I give pretty much daily updates. But I have to end this video. Thank you for watching, and I love you all.